This is the G Talk Podcast, the podcast from young adults to young adults. You can find it on gtalkpodcast.com. Be sure to subscribe on the website, where you can find it on Spotify, Apple, and Podbean.
All right, before we begin, this episode is a throwback. This is from my birthday from Boston. So we had another podcast with my family and some of Marcus' friends. So I hope y'all enjoy. Stay tuned. All right, go ahead. You're live.
Oh, I was joking.
Yeah, speak. So, you gotta introduce yourself, right?
Oh, no, I'm not really ready for this.
Good afternoon.
All right,
we're talking about problems.
Yes, we are. So we got Aunty in the building. We got Aunty Vicky. Which is my mom's name? Which is this? You like the
his mom.
Right, exactly. So go ahead. Tell us where you're from and just a little introduction of yourself. Go ahead.
Hi, I can't say where I'm from, but I'm an old bird. So any information?
Born in 60.
66.
66. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. You a cougar in the building.
More about Bobcat.
You got some season on you. All right. Okay. But yeah, this is part two. Part two. So we recorded earlier, but the baby shower is already transpired, but this is afterwards. We're in the basement, so we got you on the mic. Introduce yourself. Go ahead.
Hello, everyone. This is Courtney.
Okay. Courtney.
From Boston.
Where you from?
Boston.
Boston, MA. 02134. Send the Zoom.
What is that? Did you guys die recently? What?
I don't know, but I remember being a kid watching Zoom, and that was a thing. Anywho. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm CJ from Maryland.
Baltimore, right?
From Baltimore, Maryland, yeah.
Baltimore.
Yeah. Oh, I like my podcast voice. Yeah, CJ from Baltimore, Maryland.
Hey, and by the way, The Wire is my favorite show. Literally, The Wire.
Hate The Wire.
You do?
Yeah, because that was my reality growing up in Baltimore.
So it's real.
It's really that.
Especially
Yeah, it's definitely the situation is very comparable.
Yeah, because that was
good.
Yeah.
About Baltimore and police.
Yeah.
And the community.
Yeah, no, I try to.
And we have a few more guests in the building.
Yeah, I try to block all of that. That's why we were talking. I don't even watch the news anymore.
I'm Marissa.
I can't take that negativity in my.
What part of Massachusetts?
In my headspace.
Mansfield, Mass. Anyone wants to come visit me, come on down.
Mansfield. Hold on. Hey, come here. All right. Say your final words for the podcast.
Well, I'm leaving for Connecticut now. And I just want to say happy spring break, everyone.
What you got to say?
Bye. This land is yours.
Come on, man. Don't be shy.
Oh, no.
Don't be shy. Go ahead. Say something. Say hi, my name is.
I love that she do that.
Hi, my name is
That's them good old school.
You're there.
Hey, sweetheart.
All right, but anywho,
Or like when your aunt was being fake, when she used to be like, "Hey, Cheryl, hey, how you doing?"
Bring it on in.
But anywho, we was having a good conversation off mic, and I think CJ's gonna lead it. So go ahead, take us away.
Oh, am I? Yeah. Yeah. So we were just having a conversation. I'm trying to put my podcast voice back on. We were just having a conversation about dating, in 2022, and just how different it is. And I was mentioning that, I'm at the age now where, I'm trying to. Why y'all laughing?
I love it.
I'm at an age now where I'm trying to be more intentional in my dating.
What's your age? Just so the listeners can have perspective.
I'm 33. I'm about to be 34.
All right, there we go.
Yep, this year, and I'm at that age where a lot of my close friends are married or about to be married, and I just feel like I'm just kind of behind.
Having babies.
Yeah. So I'm trying to catch up. So I'm trying to do the work. But I was just talking about while I'm trying to do the work, I do feel like that's the people that I have access to. I think there's a very big character issue that I think that I'm facing, and I think it's alluding to confidence. I think that's what I was talking about in terms of like being approached. I feel like I'm not seeing a lot of confidence in the people that are like in my dating pool, and I want to see a little bit.
Now to add perspective, let's describe the outfit you're wearing right now. This man got a Gucci Gucci socks, Gucci shoes. You got a Gucci bag. And come on, tell us. Come on.
I mean, I think that the pants are from like Top Man or something like that. Something like that.
Yeah, I really have no idea what but it sounds expensive. But
no, it's not. It's real chill. Yeah, it's mixing highs and lows.
Okay, but
that's what us in the fashion community call it.
Right,
mixing highs and lows.
Highs and lows. That's probably gonna be the name of the episode. Highs and lows.
But yeah, no, we were, I guess, talking about presentation and how like even if you're a female in a social setting that has on like a lot of like designer drip, there's a lot of assumptions that comes with that female like before you approach her. So I was saying like I think that same kind of mindset is the same for guys. Like if I'm in a social setting and people see Gucci socks and a Gucci bag, they start to make assumptions about how approachable I am or not, and they don't approach.
I think that also has to do with where you're at. So if you're dressed head to toe in designer drip and you're at Fridays, for example, it might be a little intimidating for the guests that are trying to dine at Fridays. But if you're at Ocean Prime in Boston, it might be a little bit more easy for someone to approach you because they might be on the same level as you are.
Yeah. No, I feel like Fridays is like, that's the audience that I want to date in. You
should probably change your outfit.
But I feel like it's the Fridays audience that would, it's not for nothing. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's not for, like, in that community, I feel like people will have Gucci bags before they have a car. It's like, that's the audience that I want to date.
That's why the assumptions are made, though. Yeah, it's true. And people with money usually don't wear designer. The people with that old money.
Right. But I also feel like the wait staff at Fridays are going to be expecting a pretty hefty tip from you. So what's your tip looking like?
I mean, we tip well at Friday.
Because and he only gave me $5 or whatever it is, or $1.
It's $5 not a good tip for Friday.
It depends. You should at least do 20%.
I know, Marcus. Okay.
All right. So, as a black people, so guess what? As a black people in the South, I'm not sure that it was somewhere in the North, but we were taught to at least leave $5 in the tip, right? Right?
Yeah, but how much is your bill? You should be
exactly. But guess what though? We were taught to leave at least $5. Like that's like a. I mean, I'm not sure.
Bare minimum.
Yeah. So like, I'm not quite sure if that's a Southern thing, but they was like, you need to leave at least $5 in tips. So I can understand someone in the service industry, if you have a $100 tab and nearly $5, like that's
you look
I'm not tacky, and I don't want my partner to be tacky neither, but I do not mind at all. See you, love. I do not mind at all, and quite honestly prefer to date in the Fridays market as opposed to the Delamar, which is a very nasty, expensive fine dining establishment in Connecticut.
Are we still talking about Fridays?
Can I say that on the podcast? I don't want the Delamar to sue me.
Say what? No, yeah.
But I prefer to date in the Fridays audience versus the Delamars.
Like you were saying before, it might be good to mix it up. Mm-hmm. So just don't stick with Fridays. You can't go to fine dining every once in a while.
Wait, hold on. We gotta give it a mic.
I'll give it
Yep.
Go to Ruby Tuesday.
What'd you say? Applebee's.
Fridays, right?
You know?
Yeah, as I was saying.
Chili's waterfront in Providence.
Yeah, I was out with Longhorns, whatever. But like I said, just expand your horizons. Don't just stick to Fridays, because you will be a Fridays crowd person. I mean, it's limiting yourself.
Yeah.
And you got so much more to give. You just need exposure.
So
I also feel like there's got to be people just like you that like nice things, but I can also like hood rat things.
Yeah, but where are y'all?
I think you should go on
most of them are in this room. We're all in this room.
There's probably a Facebook group for that. You might be able to look
I'm pretty
up.
sure there's
I really feel like there's you can find that demographic that you're used to. So
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
I always tell my homegirl, because I got a lot of women friends and they get mad because they meet men at clubs and they don't end up. I'm thinking you have to fish out of.
I could have told you that.
Look, you have to fish out of a different pond, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, if you fish out of a certain pond, you're gonna get certain fish. Mm-hmm. But if you catch men, I actually seen this tweet that said catch a man at Lowe's on a Saturday.
Yes. Well, there's one other thing. So we're
But they're probably gonna be married though. But
I feel like we're also at an older age.
A married man at Lowe's on a Saturday.
Yeah. So
especially like being the age that we are, right? The people that are going to clubs or to these venues are younger. Last night, every person who came up to me was like 24, 23. And I'm 30 and you're 33, turning 34. So the pool of people that are going out, everyone we know is married, right? I mean, we went to a baby shower today. So if everyone's married and having babies, what's left isn't going to be at the club. They're going to be at a restaurant, and maybe it's Fridays, maybe it's not. But like that's when you
or I'm telling you, you might meet them on lunch. I'm just saying, you might get on lunch break.
It's great. I mean, I fly a lot, so I'm going to meet my husband in first class one of these days. So far, it hasn't really worked out for me, but I still have hope.
Yeah, me too.
And I would say just networking, even in relation to your job, after work events.
Yep.
You meet, and that way you're meeting like like-minded people, especially as far as your work environment. They kind of, so that's good. Meeting people after work. We used to go to happy hour all the time when I was in Miami.
Yeah.
I worked at the utility. After work, we would go to happy hour. That was a good thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you all still do that, but
yeah. Do I still go to happy hours? Not quite in New York because like I said, I live in the Bronx, and normally where I normally hang out at is in Harlem. And at happy hour time, like I said, I wouldn't be caught dead on the train. So I normally drive, and I don't want to drive in traffic.
Okay.
Wait.
So you gonna have to get out after work.
Hold on, wait. You drive in New York?
I do.
Yeah.
And he's in New York.
What?
Oh, I would drive in New York.
So the only people I would assume driving to New York is people live in like Queens or something. But
well, I mean, I live in the Bronx, which is it might as well be Queens.
I lived in Midtown Manhattan, and I had a car, and I would if you have to go to Brooklyn or Harlem or the Bronx, it's far. So I would drive any of those places. I mean, if it was within walking distance, I'm going down to Soho, I could walk.
And you know what's crazy? Like, I feel like that's a quality that I would like for my partner to appreciate about me. Like, part of the reason why I absolutely need a car is because, one, I don't want to be sweaty.
Agreed.
So I feel like you should love that about me. Like, I love the fact that, like,
you don't want to be sweaty.
Yes.
For me, like, if I'm spending so much time to get ready, like, I can afford. Well, back in the day, I used to do Lyft and Uber Pool, and I would meet a bunch of people, and it would be like literally $4 for me to get anywhere in the
and
city.
I wouldn't even do Uber
now,
pools.
It's not a thing.
Yeah, I don't even do Uber pools.
Uber Black. We already have accepted. You might not meet your man at at Fridays, but you could meet somebody in an Uber pool.
Well, normally, Marcus, you know, like it already. I met Tom.
That's a microaggression. That's a microaggression.
Listen,
my Uncle Tom.
No, I'm not.
No, we didn't know that.
No, I'm not. Listen, first of all, it already takes me, even like today, you know, even for people that are very important to me, I'm still always late. So like
you were very late today.
and I make it to everything late because so with that in mind, doing an Uber pool on top of that, and then you got to pick up other people, and like it's just too much.
Well, thanks to COVID, those aren't a thing anymore. But
you can't Uber pool anymore?
No, they were very convenient. I loved them.
Yeah, no,
I just want to go home.
Yeah, no, I don't do no Uber pooling.
Especially like back from the airport, they were so clutch.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because the airport, like, it's so expensive.
The airport in New York City, to get to the airport.
Listen, especially like flying out of JFK.
Okay, so
that's like $90 per trip.
Any of the three, so sometimes
like $90 per trip.
Yikes.
If not more. If there's traffic, I paid like $160. Nobody's taking the bus. We don't even take the train.
I wouldn't be caught dead on the bus.
No. Don't tell
no,
people
ma'am.
that.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay,
That's right.
So hey, so guess what? I was in New York and last December, early December, like December 9th through the 12th, and we took the bus to, you know what I'm saying?
Why I'm saying don't tell people that is because the bus and the subway system is very different now, like post-pandemic. So we shouldn't be saying on our podcast, yeah, get on this bus, yeah, get on the subway. It's very, very different now.
Well, I mean, that was like 4 months ago, so I don't know.
Oh.
I mean, is the pandemic over?
No.
It's not.
No, I still have to get tested like a million times when I go out of
Yeah, you know,
I mean, guess what? Living in Tennessee.
Christian literally didn't think the pandemic existed.
I literally was outside.
He would
Go back to Instagram stories.
Full club.
There was never a pandemic.
He'd be at clubs and he'd be like, I don't understand why that club closed down due to COVID. The next day on Instagram.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if that's the way that the good Lord was going to take me out,
He said, so be
you know, I just wasn't about to, like, stand in the house was driving me crazy. You know, I'm already single and fabulous. You know, I need to be outside. See, Marcus is the shady one.
That's why I feel
now
like
listen, Marcus, you know if it's anything that I'm self-conscious about, it's my weight.
We all.
Dang, Mark.
I know, make him feel bad.
maybe you should make him cry like he did that, like you did that girl.
Don't tell people that. I'm just got over that. Like,
do something about it. You know what to do.
Yeah, but if I was describing you to someone, I wouldn't use the word fat as an
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, no,
I
you
don't
know
see
what?
you
Not for
that
nothing.
way.
Not for nothing. No, I decided that, you know, you just can't have. I mean, for those of y'all who can't see me, I'm extremely attractive. And, you know, I'm
Mega
successful. Hottie. Yeah. I mean, you know, I got money and status and, you know, you can't have everything. So body is just something that I'm just foregoing.
Me and a lot of people at the gym. I go to work out all the time.
Yeah.
Have it all, right?
Listen,
And I do work out sometimes. Like, it's not bad, but it's not. And you know what? And you know this too. Like, living in New York, it's like they're very body. Like, yeah, they don't play that.
I like Miami too.
Here's the thing. When I lived in New York, my job paid for me to go to Equinox. First of all, working out next to all these high net worth people.
What is Equinox?
Equinox is like the most expensive gym in New York. I would
It really
say.
is. Yeah.
Maybe
It's super
everywhere.
expensive Equinox.
But like you're working out and they're like handing you lavender eucalyptus towels to like pat yourself down with.
Oh wow.
It's really a vibe there.
And I go to Planet Fitness.
That's all I was gonna say.
My Lord, $10. That's why I'm telling you, I'm really not like
I go to the web.
I'm a Fridays and the Planet Fitness kind of person.
But yet you be wearing Gucci socks and bags, but you be at the $10 a month gym.
Exactly.
I feel like that's an indication that I really am. Like I really am from this. I'm from the hood.
So all right. So like CJ.
In some ways, but you won't do Uber.
Okay, so
yes,
but you'll go to Planet Fitness.
I'm Bougetto.
All right.
Bougetto.
All right, okay, so let me ask you this. So like, are you aware of your surroundings?
You mean like
So let's say you about to get fresh as hell, all that. Are you aware of where you're about to be at?
Oh yeah, I always dress for the occasion.
Fridays.
Well, okay. So for,
I haven't been to Fridays.
Okay,
in a minute,
so
yeah, I would dress for.
Okay, so
Fridays.
let's just hypothetically speaking, let's say you are going to Fridays, quote unquote, and you're wearing Gucci.
What's your typical outfit at Fridays?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, okay, yeah, there we go.
So, and you mean like so? Normally, just to put this out there, I haven't been to Fridays in a minute. But if I were going to Fridays as like, let's say like the last time I went to Fridays, it's normally like to like meet some friends from school or something like that. You just meeting up at the Fridays down the street. So I would dress, like. That's like sweats and yeah.
Like a sweat, like a
yeah.
sweatsuit.
Worthy of an outfit.
Yeah, it's like sweats, but still with a nice shoe.
Like
it may not be a Gucci. Yeah, I may give you like a Jordan or something, like the Pines. It's still a $400 sneaker. Oh, yeah. That's expensive. Yeah, yeah. I know it is. So I still want you to know that I'm fabulous, so I'll still give you a good shoe, but I'm not going to be draped in Gucci.
Well, that's good. At least you're humbling yourself for the crowd there.
So is there ever a moment where you dress for the occasion?
Yeah, like for example, like I promise you, when I was planning on coming up here, I literally was when I was picking out, because I'm leaving tomorrow to go to meet my friends in Hartford to go out. So like I also had to plan for what I was going to wear there.
About to be dripped.
Oh yeah,
from head to toe.
I'm gonna be fabulous tomorrow.
You hear me?
But when I was thinking about what I was going to wear, I was like dressing for the occasion. I was like, I know, like I was literally going to pick out like a blue plaid like work shirt. Like the kind of shirt you wear when you like work in IT. Like one of those shirts.
What Marcus is wearing at this moment. Literally, Marcus.
I swear. And I was going to wear some jeans and like.
She picked this out.
Oh.
What's that mean?
Just letting you know.
I don't know why that was. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And I never said I was talking about you. No, I'm saying like dressing for the occasion. Like this is I was saying like I can just wear. Like a long sleeve work shirt, some jeans, and a sneaker. Not necessarily a designer sneaker or something, just a sneaker. Because it's just like but it just so happened that how things are working out, it just made sense to wear.
Put on the Gucci socks.
Yeah. That's
what made the most sense.
Yeah, that's what makes you feel good.
It does. Like
in the defense,
when you look good,
seen
you feel
a lot
good.
of these people since pre-pandemic, so you had to show up and show out.
Yeah, but and it's not like it's just like Desi gives you a sickening outfit.
Oh,
so and Bella gives you a sickening outfit. I didn't know you were going to be here, but I know you give when you give.
Thank you, darling.
Yeah, so like it's just the men that just give very plain Jane, but everybody else gives you
plain Jane.
Yeah. No, I wasn't. No, I was just.
Wait, you wearing something funny? Des' little sister was like, "It's just a baby shower. Why are you wearing that?" I'm like, "Listen, I'm either looking like a bum inside my house, naked, or glammed.
Okay.
That's it.
Period.
Three options. That's it.
Period.
That's it. Why even get dressed?
Yeah.
What makes you feel good?
It is. Yeah. Like when I step out of the house, like it's like I know I'm serving.
So long as that's for you and you're not judging anybody else.
Yeah.
Maybe a potential. You're not judging anybody else who may.
Absolutely not.
And look at them like, look down at them.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No.
So
however, what you give up though can be intimidating though to someone who might be looking at you.
Yeah. And that's why I was saying like that whole confidence thing, because the fact of the matter is, I am what the world would refer to as a bad, as a bad joint.
Bad what?
I'm trying to keep my language appropriate. So like, and the thing is, and this is, so yeah, let's talk about what it means to be a bad. It's about, it's a certain confidence, it's a certain presentation, right? It's a certain demeanor, it's the way you carry yourself, how you see yourself, right? And that confidence comes through, like, you know, when you enter the room, it's like, you know, like people are like, oh, like, you know,
that's attractive though.
Yeah.
To the right person.
Right.
So if anybody else is offended, then that's the wrong person.
Exactly.
I mean, you just cut them off. They're not even on the list.
Exactly. But the issue is though, just like what he was saying about like sometimes when it can be perceived as intent, like a person can see that and like that in you, but they're like, oh, because I don't dress like that or something like that, then that person would probably not be interested in me. And I'm saying that's not at all true. You know what I'm saying? So like, and that's why
a self-esteem issue for that person.
Yeah, and that's why I honestly prefer to be approached as opposed to, because I honestly feel like, you know, I'm the prize.
All right, so
you know, so like you should bag me.
Okay, that's a whole different issue.
So all right, so let me ask you this real quick.
About yourself.
Since you are such a prize, do you feel that?
Why you say it like that?
I know, right? That was the microaggression, Marcus.
No.
And you ain't say nothing to him.
No, but since you feel that you're such a prize, why not you be the approacher? Because you can be intimidating. Seriously, like you as a like someone who exudes confidence, that can intimidate most people. And I mean, I'm just speaking generally, but I'm just saying you will probably have more success if you approach.
I agree with this because having confidence means feeling okay enough to go talk to somebody. So like, I sometimes have more confidence than I should. Often, every time, I actually have more confidence than I should. So that's being very self-aware of me. But if I want something, I'm going to go get it. So if I see somebody from the other side of the room that I think looks attractive or whatever, why can't I go and make conversation with them? By sitting there and waiting for someone to make conversation with you, it may never happen, and you may lose your opportunity.
Exactly. And women have a higher success rate when it comes to quote unquote shooting your shot.
Fact.
Yeah, I don't.
I promise you, but you know the way that the world works.
You don't like
I don't like that.
But the more you do it, the more confident you get at it. So then it just comes out so smooth.
So wait, so you mean to tell me I'm supposed to like go over and be like, excuse me, hi?
No.
Yes.
But like, be a little more like sly with it,
But
right?
see,
if someone's at the bar and you see them and you think they're interesting, I'm gonna go insert myself. Oh, sorry, I'm right between you and the other person. Oh, can I get a drink? Oh, what are you ordering? And like chat it up.
Yeah. But see, CJ, you got an advantage though, man.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like you're like the fact that you're swaggy and all that, and you're a man, like. So as men in general, we are expected to take L's.
I was gonna say that's exactly what
Bakari.
I'm saying. There's a role for men. Men do have roles. Because I remember this one club I used to go to. The men would stand on the wall.
That's right, Mama.
Wait, who?
Men used to stand on the wall, and they wait for the women to come up to them to dance. I'm like, no, what's wrong with y'all?
I do remember that back in the day.
That was
remember the house party.
Okay,
Yeah,
that was in our lifetime.
Yeah, the dudes would stand on the wall.
High school, yeah.
So it's prime example. So Bakari Marcus, before he was married, when we were at the club and all that, we were at the mercy of women, like we are.
Yeah.
Like literally, we would attempt to maybe get a conversation with you because guess what? It's 20 other dudes doing the same thing.
Yep.
So what's gonna make us stand out? Who knows?
Exactly.
Who knows?
What I'm asking.
It's
Who
the
knows?
Gucci socks for me.
Who knows?
Marcus, why you always trying to come for me? I've done nothing but support you. Like, why do you keep trying to come for me? So, all right. Okay, cool. I'm about to tell you how.
Oh, here we go.
Without them knowing, like a first impression type of thing.
But okay, all right. So there's going to be two ways because part of what makes me different is things that you have to know about me. So, but let me first start with like just without knowing that. I would say that just by my appearance, I feel like you see confidence, you see style, you see obviously beautiful skin, all of that. It's great hygiene. Like you saw my E-Class when I pulled up. You saw it being.
Hey, make sure y'all comment in the description below. Like, what y'all think?
What we doing? You saw I skipped the line when I came in here. Like, what's good?
Are we talking about skipping the line for the baby shower?
No, I'm talking about like when we out. Like because Marcus is saying like All right, like what? Because I'm being funny and talking about the vain stuff because I do feel like, I mean, me being the prize, I feel like has a lot to do with who I am. You know, like I said, all of that stuff aside, I mean, you know, I also, I'm a great partner. One, right? Like I'm really self-efficient. Like when I had my house in Hartford, remember I built my entire patio by myself, dug it all up, you know, did the measurements, laid the pavers, all by myself. Every piece of furniture I built, there was a custom sofa I built from scratch. You know, out back.
Like IKEA or
no, like you know, one of them do-it-yourselves. Like you take the measurements to Home Depot, have them cut the wood, and then you assemble it all together. Stained it myself.
Did anyone help you?
Huh?
Did anyone help you?
Yeah. For the sofa, I had help, but like doing the patio and all of that stuff, I did it by myself. You know, I also have, you know, great taste. Like, you know, when you're in my place, I mean, it's
you were an excellent tastemaker.
Yeah, and when I host, remember when I came up and did Friendsgiving? Like, I feel like those are characteristics that I think are nice in your partner. You know, like when you go to something that your friends are hosting and you see like the wife, for example, if she, you know, did the, you know, place settings and all that, you're like, oh, your girl got, you know, class. And, you know, I feel like those are really great characteristics to have in your partner. So, yeah, I mean, I have a great job. You know, I'm 34 and the vice president. I make great money. You know, I'm amazing.
So why is that not working for you?
He's just always trying to be shady.
I feel like that's kind of a mean question to ask.
Okay, no.
Because he just want to be mean
it
to
can
me.
be. No. You know why?
Go ahead, Bella.
I'll put it on here. So my name's Bella. I'm recently engaged. So that also means that I was recently single.
Yeah.
So I know the other side of it, right? And I feel like that question actually used to be very hurtful to me. Because people who are single do ask themselves that.
Yeah.
They say, is it me? Is there something wrong with me? But there isn't. You just haven't met that person yet. Mm-hmm. And I think, you know...
rephrase it then.
I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry for the way I phrased it.
What's not resonating with...
You're trying to ask, what do you think is not working in the dating world for him?
I mean,
okay, so maybe...
What do you think it is? Do you think you just haven't found that person like that sees all these things that you're telling us? Like,
yeah, so it's not because it's not maybe I shouldn't give the impression. There is a lot of people that shoot they shot. That it's just I haven't found a person where I felt a very strong connection to. You know, so I do get approached. I'm not gonna.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Maybe I should have.
It's gonna take time.
Yeah, and I do have a lot of people. It just don't be the.
You have to still keep going out. That's the thing.
Yeah,
and also too, it does come down to like, you know, identifying the right person because you know, a lot of times, you know, the right person can be in your face, but it's like, are you in the right place to be like, you know what?
Are you in the right place?
Yeah, because truth be told, a lot of women, men, whoever, like they claim they want this and that, but then when it comes, are they ready for it?
Right. Yeah, that's exactly why.
Because a lot of people ain't ready for it.
First of all, second, and that's part of the reason why I moved from, because I loved Connecticut when I lived there. I mean, clearly y'all know I loved Connecticut, but I was like, yeah, I'm having a great time here, but like because there isn't a strong concentration of like the LGBT community here, like I need to go someplace where there's Black gay men so that I can date. So that's why I moved to New York. You know, I chose to be in the Bronx because I wanted a place that, like, when I'm in a relationship, you know, we got space. You know what I mean? Like, we not in one of those small cramped. So I've been, and you know, I be going out, you know, putting myself out there. I'm on Facebook. You know, Facebook has a dating portion now. I'm on it. I'm on something else. What's the other popular dating app?
Hinge. Yeah, Hinge.
Yeah, I'm on Hinge. You know, I'm putting myself out there. You know, I'm in the gym because, like I said, whether it ought to be this way or not, especially in a place like New York, they are very like that body gotta be together.
Really?
Oh, New York, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's a huge thing.
Yeah.
And then okay, so just one last question. Back to the whole, you know, are you actively being on the offensive when it comes to searching for a mate?
What's being on the offensive mean?
Cause
I feel like I have.
Right.
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 I
Like,
actually feel like I have a really good question.
because like you like
Weird, Moses.
yeah. Because
We had the red table talk.
right. And
Don't bring them Jada vibes.
well, yeah, but
Did y'all
just
see that new article that just came out?
no.
Hold on, Mark.
No,
Is he asking a
stop.
question?
Yeah, no, but like just based off just everything you're saying, like, are you on the offensive or like are you more so on the? Are you waiting on something to approach?
Oh yeah. I feel like I'm actively like looking for a partner. That sounds weird saying out of my mouth, but like I'm like, yes, that's why y'all think I'm playing. I'm like, I want to be in a relationship like tomorrow.
Why?
Why?
Because, like,
Tell them that it's human nature.
I do. I want a partner, and like I feel like, yeah, and I've done the. What is
This is scary.
happening?
This is scary. Okay.
I honestly feel like I've
We
done.
didn't get out. Okay.
I feel like I've done a lot of this. I'm not missing anything. I've been to great parties. I've traveled. Like I'm.
Tell us more.
So what is your partner going to add to the equation?
Yep. So I think that's a really good question. I think
This man asking question like he about to get confirmed for the Supreme Justice.
I know, right? I can't define a woman,
Right.
But no, like I want someone that I have a strong emotional connection to. I want someone that's a partner, right? That like we enjoy each other's company. Like I want someone to contribute to my life, and
In other words, like enhance you.
yeah.
So have
I
you
get it.
had good?
Yeah, are you a relationship person? Like, I don't remember you being in
Have you had good
relationships.
relationships like that before, and something happened?
No, I haven't.
you never-
I haven't had I've had relationships, but like not. I've never like. I've had a strong affinity for a person, but I've never really been like head over heels like in love. Never. Yeah.
So let me ask you
It
this.
does, right? No, like it really does.
Are you head over heels, Marcus? I mean, it is rare.
When you when you discover that you were part of the LGBTQ community?
I mean, I knew from a pretty young age, huh?
Yo, be quiet.
Well, no, I'm serious.
I knew from a pretty young age.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew from it, but I didn't officially come out until my 30th birthday though. Remember when I did the post on Facebook?
And that was 3 years ago. How old?
Yep, that was 3 years ago. I still remember the post that said, "I'm gay, comma now. What else is new?"
And they were like, right.
Yeah. I mean,
And we
people
all
knew.
said, finally.
Yeah.
Or like the Medea movie, like, yeah, we've been knowing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Medea movie. Yeah, that was funny.
Homecoming.
That was funny.
So yeah, I've known for quite some time, but I mean, and I've been in the lifestyle for quite some time too, but I didn't officially come out until a couple of years ago. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like a
Earth shattering.
yeah.
Earth shattering.
Everybody was like, all right, cool.
Things
Yeah.
are different now
Yeah.
than before.
Still got more we gotta unpack though. Like, let's
Yeah.
talk about
Yeah.
why you
Oh.
haven't been in relationships and stuff.
Wait,
but
no.
you feel the need that you want a partner.
You know what
that
I wanted to
haven't
say when you said you wanted someone to like enhance your life, but I think there's also another piece. Like you talk about, you are all about presentation, and you like hosting, you like doing these things, you like having a beautiful home. I feel like I can relate to that. It's nice to share those gifts with someone who can appreciate them.
Yeah.
Like, and my fiance is the complete opposite of me. He's very simple. I'm very extra. And he's
That's
okay
what
with
I
that.
like too. I love simple.
Yeah,
I don't,
no, and you know what? It's good because
Yeah.
I don't want to compete with him.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I like giving him something that he doesn't have.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
No,
I think
So
that's
you
also another
complement
reason
each other.
Yes.
people get into relationships because they want to share their gifts. They want to share their love. That's normal.
And that's why, like when I said earlier, like I typically don't go for I'm not necessarily looking to date me, right? Like you don't have to be into fashion and all of that. I actually tend to like simple. I like just a regular smuggler. You know, don't annoy me. That's all I ask.
And if you do annoy him, he will make a 16-page Instagram post about why you're so annoying.
No.
She's joking,
No,
guys.
she's joking.
She is joking.
No. I think she's talking about a post from forever ago that I did about like a club or something that I was at.
A specific person.
Yeah. No, I would never put my business out there.
So to take this image off, CJ, Bella, we're gonna put you on the hot seat.
Yeah.
You were recently engaged. So how long you been engaged for?
Since December.
Okay, so
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And technically being engaged, I mean that's not a formality. Like you don't have to get engaged. You know, you can really just get married. Like off the whim, you can go to the courthouse and get eloped. But how does it feel to be engaged? And is there like is there more pressure on you since the engagement?
Pressure in what sense?
Just just in general, cause like I said, being engaged doesn't mean it's official. Like you can call the shit off.
I think so. Like what you said, that it's different. Official is different to everyone, right? When we were still dating, like in the first few months, I was joking.
Well, let me ask you this: how long were y'all dating before he proposed the question?
A year.
Okay, well, yeah, okay.
But you guys moved in very.
But wait. Here's the thing. So
here we go.
I was having this conversation with CJ earlier, saying that it's very good to be intentional, and sometimes I feel like I've always grown up trying to be worrying about other people's feelings, putting mine second, and I feel that's something I've worked on in my late 20s, now early 30s, like being like, no, I don't like that, because guess what, my feelings are important too. So when we started dating, I was very frank. I was like, just so you know, I am dating other people right now because I'm trying to see what's out there, and I found that dating one person at a time and then finding out months later that they don't want to be in a relationship is a waste of my time and it's exhausting. And he was like, well, I don't know how I'd feel about that. I said, well, if we want to take it to a more serious level, then we can have that conversation then. And then a few weeks later, he was like, look, I don't want you dating anybody else because I only want you to be with me.
Yes, talk to me like that.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and that was like so attractive to me. But I'm saying the right person will be okay with you saying that. And guess what? If they have a problem with it, then already know off the bat, all right, well, it's not going to work, and you didn't waste your time. So after that, we kept dating, and then he basically didn't leave me alone. So I was like, so just so you know, I'm not the type to play house. That's never been my thing. And I've never lived with a man before, and I only plan on living with one man, which is the man that I marry. So unless you have those kind of intentions, we're not moving in together. And guess what? We moved in together, and a year later he proposed. And yeah, there it is. But I think also, like I said, we already knew, which may sound crazy to some people, but like he just put our picture up.
Oh my God. You want somebody that's gonna pick you up.
Yeah. But like our word to each other was already sealed before even the ring. Like, you know what I mean? So your commitment is between you and the other person. The ring doesn't make it. For some people, marriage doesn't even make the commitment. And I know people have seen that. But like,
Like, goddamn, she was like 150 pounds.
So I guess the answer to that question is no. There isn't.
There isn't more pressure on me as like a woman to perform any differently in my relationship in any aspect. So there is pressure to plan a wedding from everyone and their mom, but
so how?
That's about it.
So how has it been since y'all been living together?
It's been great, but I will say, like I was saying to CJ earlier, that I'm practicing self-awareness. That's something I really try to work on. And I know that I'm kind of a neat freak. I like things a certain way. That's why I didn't like having roommates, all that stuff. But that's just not me, because I know I can be difficult. So when he does certain things that bother me, I have to remind myself, like, you probably annoy him a lot too. So like, let it go. Yeah, I'm sure you do things that bother him.
That's good.
Yeah, so
you're always gonna have those.
I learned to not sweat the small stuff.
Cross the line, and it's a deal breaker. If it's a deal breaker, you can't deny it.
Exactly. Like, I'm trying not to sweat the small things.
Right.
Like, for example, every time he brushes his teeth, he spit and doesn't rinse the sink. That bothers me.
But
I'm like, oh, if that's the worst.
Have you told him though?
Yeah, I'd be like, babe, can you just rinse it? But I'm like, that's the worst that I got to deal with.
Yeah,
that's not a big. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
in the big in the overall scheme of things. It's
yeah,
not. But certain other things are deal breakers. But I think, like you said, coming to a relationship, you have to be a complete person. You have to be a whole person, and you have to be happy with yourself. You can't look to have somebody else complete you.
Agreed.
Yeah, you got to be your own whole person.
Yeah.
So it's two whole people that's coming. Not saying this person has potential to be whatever. No.
Yeah.
Whatever that person is, that's where they are right now.
So that's another thing.
Don't get your hopes. Don't start fantasizing.
That's a big key. I always say to people, like, when you love someone, you got to love them for who they are today, not their potential, because this might be the best version of them.
You can't change anybody.
Yeah.
You can't make them be what you want them to be.
Yeah. And that's why I feel like I feel great about I maybe what's frustrating and exhausting about dating is I feel like I've been very intentional on building myself up to be my best self so that I can bring my full self and I can be ready to be someone's partner, right? Like I'm doing the work, and like now I feel like I don't want there to be resentment for me being where I am in my life now, because like part of me doing this extra work was to get to the place where I'm ready. So now that I'm here, I don't want there to be resentment about, being so, far along into that process.
Yeah.
So
no, I 100% agree with that.
Well,
you walked away. I thought I was
Friday. She just had to bring it back. You can't
just like one more time for the people in the back.
Much more than Fridays. You have got to expand your horizons. Maybe that's the whole thing.
And maybe and I also realized too is that I do think, whereas my type isn't like stuff that you can check off like on a page, like, did he go to college? I don't have that kind of stuff, but I do, I know that I want a man, and let me explain what I mean by that. I think I'm the kind of person that I'm more about how you move. You know what I mean? Like, how do you approach conflict? Like, are you one of those people that gets upset with you for being upset with them about something that they did? I feel like a man is someone who would be like, babe, I had no idea that I made you feel that way. Now that I know, thank you for bringing it up. Now that I know, I'm gonna do my best. I'm that, like, that's the, remember I was telling you earlier, like, I feel like I'm like Bella. I'm also a very, very neat person, like very anal. Like when I get up off the sofa, I fluff my pillow back. And I remember dating someone and that being an issue. I told him, I was like, yo, you trying to be funny. We've had this conversation before. I've asked you not to sit on the decorative pillows, and now you just doing it to irritate me.
I actually broke up with somebody over decorative pillows before.
Yes,
because they would lay their head on the decorative pillows, and I'm like,
I used
to have so many decorative pillows.
Well, so
yes. You didn't tell them and they didn't know. Okay.
Yeah.
But if you done told about one,
and he's like, well, where do you supposed to put the pillows? I'm like, that's what that crate is there for. You take the pillow off, you put it into the crate.
Okay, now, everybody would not know that.
But if you've told them.
Now,
yeah.
I will say if your partner does share that something's bothering him and you disregard it, then that's disrespect.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
And that says a lot.
Total disrespect.
Like moving forward.
Because they heard you. That's right. They heard you. Don't spend no more time. Don't waste your time.
And truth be told, like a lot of my peers be getting marriages with like, they already know like
that person is an ass.
Yeah, and I'm thinking like, and then you're shocked that you're divorced like a year later. But I'm like, the signs.
He showed you who he was.
The goddamn look. The writing was all over here. Like, it was
on the wall.
But them all, it's gonna get better because we're married. No.
No.
It actually gets worse.
It's gonna get harder. Yeah.
It gets worse, but
Then they settle in and they like, oh, I got you.
exactly.
Gotcha.
And this wasn't speaking because my Auntie Wendy is born in the 50s, the late 50s.
That's right. I was.
Yeah.
58.
Yeah, 58. But she look like she born in the 90s.
Okay.
But Bella, just to add some perspective, how old are you?
I have to think about it for a second.
No,
32. Since
girl.
the pandemic, my
Okay.
counting has been off.
Well, it depends on the person in the day.
Because I feel like I was just 30, and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah,
we've been
and
in a time warp.
right, and I turned 29 today.
But
It's my
it's the
birthday.
same thing. Like
But, yeah.
like he's saying, from what we experienced, and I've just been in a relationship with a guy, older guy, and I told him about some things I didn't like. I done told him more than one time, and I said, no, I cannot compromise myself. I know I don't like this, so I told him, I've told you this. I shouldn't have had to tell you in the first place. Because you old. You old.
Okay.
You old.
Okay.
You old. You need to know better. I said, no. I said, you're not going to change. Oh, well, I'll do. I said, no, you're not going to change. You don't want to change. I'm not trying to make you change. So, that's it.
Yeah, go your separate ways.
Tell them,
That's
Auntie.
it. I can't deal with it. I want to be happy. If I'm alone, I'm going to be happy. If I'm with somebody, be happy.
Because truth be told,
Wait.
if you tell someone something and they just completely disregard it, that is the ultimate disrespect.
Well, hold on. Well, to
100%.
be clear though, because
okay.
I mean, I feel like there are times like, and I've had to make this clear too. Like, sometimes conversation is healthy, and you want to be able to communicate when something bothers you, or if you have a preference or a disdain for something. Sure, but just because you express that that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm gonna change it. Now, that if I'm the kind of person that I feel like I want to make sure, because respect is so big to me, I want to make sure that we are both building an environment that we both feel comfortable, right? So I'm going to take heed to anything that you bring up to me that you don't like, but make no mistake, just because it's something that you don't like doesn't in and of itself mean that I'm going to change it. Like, just like I said earlier when I was making the joke in the chapter meeting about when I said no, sometimes that's my final answer. It's just, I heard you and I said no, and let's move on. Is that bad?
If you said, going back to what I just said, if I told you something that bothers me, we in a relationship, and you heard me, and you heard me
I feel like and you heard me.
and then you're going to decide not to do it, then that's just a decision you made. And it's a decision that I have to say, well, can I live with that or not? I'm not gonna, compromise myself, because I know if you don't want to do that and it's bothering me, because when you have those little bothers, it makes it worse.
Yeah.
It really does affect.
So, like, let me give you an example of one thing I'm talking about. Like, I am not a I don't do well with like texting all day. Like, in this exhausting dating world, like people, when you're in that talking to phase, like it's this thing that people do where they're like,
There's this like photo on the screen.
it's this
How did you get that in there?
it's this thing where like people are like, good morning, how's your day, what'd you eat,
Or
is your day going well?
Or
So
like Grand Rising.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god!
I don't like to be referred to as king.
Say that?
I know.
Hurt me. I'm sorry.
That's the thing, and I'll get
Please
my
stop trying to be
perspective
different.
on that has changed a little bit.
Grand Rising.
Finishing this
On Grand
point,
Rising?
Looking at us.
on Grand Risings, yeah, my perspective has changed on that. But finishing up this point, like I've had to express that, like I can't keep that up, so I'm not going to
Small
set
talk.
I'm not a. Yeah. Oh, the Grand Risings King and all of that stuff.
Definitely.
You're
definitely bean pies.
It used to irk me until like.
This is the picture of him and the boy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one.
We were so shady.
You made a whole meme about him.
We wasn't fighting, but I had yanked them out the car because
That was
he
so
wouldn't get in the
good.
back seat.
All the goddamn Sigmas.
We're literally in the middle of this podcast. and
Yeah.
Marcus is like,
Wait,
let's
bring it
go
back,
to college
CJ.
Memory
I do
lane.
remember that.
And not the Nene leaves. Yeah.
Those are my line sisters.
Yo, Marcus got screenshots.
Whoa, wait a minute. What?
Those are my line sisters. Yeah. Pause that. I forgot we was on the podcast. Huh?
Who's that? Wait. Who's that next to you, Mark?
Huh? That's Desirae.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. You about to get him in trouble?
Edit. Oh, all right, next.
I was in Atlanta.
Oh, yes. Go back one, Marcus. Go back one more. This is my dressing for the occasion. That's like in my Marcus part.
Oh, okay.
Like when I'm coming to Marcus stuff, that's what I wear. Oh, that was such a good example.
But the suit was nice. Now the suit one was.
So how come he dressed better than you then?
The check shirt.
How come he dressed better than you in this picture? Right.
Ronnie Rich.
Oh, yeah. I mean, sure. Cool. Yeah. Ain't that Tiki?
Tickum.
No, I wasn't trying to be shady.
Look at him. Oh, you with the hat.
I look that mask. Huh?
You haven't missed an occasion, bro.
I know, bro. That's because you my guy, Marcus.
Look at him. He there.
I saw when I was looking at the graduation picture. Remember, I was like in the audience. You would have thought like I was your mom. I was like, Marcus.
I'm in them business. I should be in them.
Wait, is that from 2019?
You weren't there. You weren't
2018.
there.
This is
That was the
2018.
engagement. Where we at?
Where?
Where we at?
Where?
We at?
Yeah, 2018.
In Boston?
No, this is
Yeah,
only
2019.
showing pictures with Christian's face and it's filtered.
Oh.
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah.
What is this technology?
These people are on this podcast listening.
All
They're gonna
right,
be so.
but anywho, let's
this. I hope we can.
let's actually wrap this up.
I took that. Bitch.
All right, so any
I'm like, I ran in the picture.
oh damn, so
I took that.
that was actually the year that I didn't show up.
Not for nothing. He was very attractive.
I mean, I never said he was ugly.
Yeah, where were we?
Where were we now?
Y'all didn't go to the boat. I took. Yeah.
All right, anyway, any last words for those listening to the podcast? We out here live from Boston.
There's a lot of single people in this room, so
So what?
yes,
What would you say to the single people?
I am the single people. So
All right, and
if you're attractive, give me a call.
all right, and
And love to travel and love to do.
Yeah.
Right.
And first class.
what's your age, if you don't mind?
I am 30. My biggest dating flaw is I do the biggest disservice to myself because I'm out of the country 75% of the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You will sit at home as don't call.
Yeah, don't
Okay.
call me. If you don't have a passport and you only got two stamps,
Really.
don't call me.
Ouch. I know.
That's all. I mean, she's honest. That's it.
All right, next, Auntie Wendy, what you got to say?
Oh, this has been so informative, but it's just so sad because the same
got some
things
wisdom.
y'all are encountering are the same things we encountered years ago.
Look, guess what? Nothing new happens under the sun, right?
Okay.
Nothing new.
Same thing, but you
And she
gotta
born
be
in
happy with
1958.
yourself. Most of my friends, we around this age, we are content with ourselves. We love ourselves, and you gotta love yourself. And that's why I tell anybody. I said,
Well,
you know
I mean,
what?
granted, twin though, you are retared and you are living a good life.
I said I love myself.
Exactly. So like
And I don't need you to love me because I love
Yeah.
myself first.
Next.
That's a great way to end.
No. You good? No.
Yes.
Speaking to the mic, please. I don't know. You tell me.
She's so cute.
Go ahead.
Thank you, C.
Go ahead, cutie.
I'm the shy one.
Oh.
Courtney, also single, but happy.
Where you from, Courtney?
From Boston.
What part?
It's Boston.
Lynn?
What'd you say? I'm not from Lynn.
Oh.
From Revel?
Roxbury.
Oh.
Are you in your 30s?
I am. I'm 32. I'll be 33 this year.
Do you have any children?
I do not.
Ladies and gentlemen, she has no children. She lives in Boston, so yeah, she's
Good hair. I see them baby hairs gelled down. It's giving me. Yeah.
You better look. So disclaimer. You better come correct because we're not accepting anything less. So,
period.
Go ahead, Courtney.
Thank you.
I would say.
So she is engaged, but that don't mean nothing. So, fellas,
No, it means a lot.
So fellas, she's still in the market. No, I'm joking. Go ahead, Bella. Go ahead.
I would say to people who are looking for relationships to not give up, even though it is exhausting. Take a break when you need to.
If you see red flags, dip.
Yeah. If you're not okay with something, just say it. And also,
It won't change.
I think another piece of advice I would say to people is even love may not always come in the form you want it to, when you want it to, but still be open to, you know, like relationships wouldn't come or whatever, because I obviously have something I've been praying for. I'm still grateful for the other love that I get, you know, between friends, people you might meet, like, you just know, just be open to love.
Yeah, definitely got to spread love. Like, you should tell people who you love that you love them. In general.
Now, you were made for podcasts. I feel like you've been doing really good.
You know.
All right, next, Bakari.
Movie star.
Pass the mic.
Yeah, so like my auntie said, man, just nobody's gonna love you like you love you. So as long as you love yourself, you know, make sure you're the best person. Make sure you're giving, you know, your all. You know, you'll be fine. You know, sometimes love is not made out for everybody. Sometimes people don't find soulmates. Sometimes people are single for the rest of their life. But you know, you just keep living, keep going. You know, you'll be fine. And then maybe one day you'll find that one person that's, you know, gonna be the man or the woman of your dreams, and then, you know, happily ever after. So
true that. Next,
I'm single, by the way. I'm 27. I'm single.
Okay, there we go.
I live in DC.
Do you have any children, Bakari?
Bakari XG. Yeah.
I know that.
Oh, there you go.
Bakari XG on Instagram.
Oh, I should have given my Instagram.
All right, yeah, we can pass back to you in a minute.
Okay, come back to me.
We will.
I'm single and looking, ready to be in a relationship tomorrow. So if you see me out in my big dark designer shades, draped in Gucci, Balenci, whatever, and my big designer bag, I still want you to come over and say hello, and to start by buying me a drink. Thank you.
But also just from this podcast, don't be afraid to maybe buy that guy a drink. You know, maybe you might have to do shit. You know.
Yeah.
I'm still working on that.
Okay.
Still working. I'm just trying to picture me like going over like, hi.
Here, we can practice. You can buy me drinks.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, can we practice?
Yeah.
Okay, like real quick.
Wait, hold on, CJ. So you're not used to experience of being a man?
No, I'm just playing.
Dog,
I be bagging. I be bagging.
To say, dog, we were expected to take an L.
Yeah.
Like literally, I could see 4 Bellas in one night, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, she looks good.
Bella's getting a lot of action tonight.
Okay.
I mean,
so
you know,
Bella, like every 5 minutes, like Bella getting all of the good stuff.
But you know, Bella with the good hair. But anyway,
Bella does have a good grain of hair with those highlights.
But
too.
you know, we might run across a few Bellas in the club, and we might buy 4 Bellas a drink. So that's like. So last night, what? A shot of Casamigos was like $18?
$18.
It's okay, 18 times 4. Y'all do the math. Whatever it is. It's $50 whatever dollars plus gratuity.
That's nothing.
To who?
Whoa.
Think about it. It's a lifetime.
It's like this much to drink.
Right.
But think about it. It's like Goldilocks. You got to try all the different things, right? So think about it. One of these girls, it could be a lifetime investment.
Melissa, but think about it. In this economy, in this economy, like.
Okay, so I'm just speaking the Patron, not the Casamigos.
I love Patron, but y'all know I'm the hood rat one.
But all I'm saying is we are, so with men in general, just in general.
He be like, what you drinking? I be like, Patron.
We literally have to pay for a slight chance.
Yeah, that's how this works.
Because truth be told, I could buy you 3 shots, right? But you might be so inebriated to where, okay, granted, look, I might have made an impression, but you don't even remember because you had a good time and you was drunk and you don't even remember me. So now I'm texting you like, who is this? So now I'm thinking, damn, I spent $72 and you don't even know who I am. So, but
that's why you have to make a better impression.
Okay, so all right, so let me ask you this. Okay, so
last night I took Bella out. We had a great time.
Okay, so
I'm sure she remembers.
Wait, but let me ask you this.
I left a good impression.
All right, so but just as a woman, what if a man did, you know, let's say he went all out, right, and you had a good time. Let's say you had other gentlemen who were doing the same thing, and you were twisted beyond memory, or whatever. You know, you had a good time. But let's say you don't remember that particular gentleman who may have
I think this is where guys go wrong because
Yes.
if you meet a girl out at the club, right? You buy her one drink, you exchange numbers, and then you go to dinner.
That's right.
You shouldn't be buying me 3 or 4 drinks.
That's
and I
right.
also
Yeah,
don't
that's
think you need to
skimming.
buy all my friends' drinks. I think that's really.
I do.
I don't know where that
I do.
became a thing.
When I'm
Everybody
with
don't
my
think the same
homegirl,
way.
it's
Oh,
me and my homegirls.
You don't need to buy them all drinks.
That's me. That's me. Period.
Exactly.
Taking advantage of the situation.
Right. I would never do that, but some girls think that way. Some girls think you gotta pay for.
It's by me
Can I
and my
say
homegirls'
something?
drinks.
Yeah.
You might say that now, but when you get in a relationship, you're
Yeah,
not, gonna
not
want
when I'm
your
in a
man buying-
relationship.
No, but
Yeah.
wait. Here's the thing. Like that'll be the day.
Uh-oh,
I'm
here we go.
out,
Here we
and
go.
then my man's gonna go and buy other women drinks, even though he's ordered me one too. I'm like, that ain't your bae.
Yeah.
I'm bae. I get the special
so
treatment.
let's say you're out with your girls. And some random guy walks up and he like offers to buy you and your girls drinks.
That's different if someone's offering, but I don't expect it.
Right, yeah. But it happens, and like
Yeah, it
you're
does.
in a relationship, your girls are.
Yeah.
Is that appropriate?
My fiance would actually say, "Thanks, babe, because you saved us money in our budget." He said, "Go ahead, get
kinda
them
agree
free
with that,
drinks."
too. I think I agree with that for the most part, as long as he
As long as
doesn't
it
have like
cross the line or anything.
intentions.
Yeah. No, I always
The intentions.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah, no,
But
I always
not,
make
not
it
in
clear.
exchange for phone numbers and small talk.
Yeah,
like,
no, none of that.
It gotta be
No.
solo drinks.
I always
Like,
make
you
it
know.
clear.
Yeah.
Listen, if you're cute, you can like use that. Go ahead.
No,
That's fine.
buy me and my homegirls drinks. Period.
But like for me, right? If say I'm talking to a guy and then I'm not gonna expect him to buy me and all my friends drinks. My friends make money. I make money.
Mhm.
I don't need I can afford a drink. That's fine. If a guy comes up and says,
Ladies and gentlemen, she's single.
if a guy comes up though and is like, yeah, I want to buy you and all your friends drinks, and he offers, that's an offer on him. Maybe he wants to show he makes a lot of money.
Yeah, I'm not saying that like if a guy comes up to you and try to buy your drink, you're not gonna be like, oh no, it's me
about
and
my
my
friend?
homegirls
Yeah.
or nothing.
Yeah, like if the guy
It's-
comes up, what are you
yeah.
drinking? And I'm like,
that's what I mean.
I feel like the approach is like
want 4 more.
Yeah,
That's
I mean, and normally like that's like I said. I mean, I am used to a certain experience.
But wait, can
when
I tell
go
you
out.
something that I've, at least from my experience, the kind of guys that tend to say, "I'm buying you and your girl drinks," not a good relationship guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's there to
100%.
show off or be a certain way. He's
Exactly.
doing that everywhere he goes. No, thank you. I
Yeah.
don't want to date you.
Yeah.
So-
go ahead, buy me a drink, but I'm gonna forget about you because I don't want you.
So-
I don't want to date someone who's like
Okay,
that.
so like to your point, like that happens a lot, and honestly, nobody wins.
Yeah.
Like literally, nobody
If
wins
you really want to spend your money, I guess you can do that.
How
But
we
I'm not
don't
gonna
win
date
if he
you.
bought us drinks?
because he doesn't win.
No,
anything.
I mean,
like,
I would win. I'm saying, okay, cool, but he's.
What's the expectation?
Yeah, I mean, okay.
I'm not
You
getting
have-
to
show off, but
you
I feel
have-
like men like that just want to show off.
You have men who literally
I
don't
love
expect
that.
anything. Like literally, like they just want to
It's
do
like
it.
okay, and if I'm, we're also talking about clubs that I don't know. Christian
Clubs are not the place
Yeah,
for you.
like when I was in Vegas, when I was just in Vegas,
Yeah, where
when I was
people
at
like
the party
send you
with
and
the
your friend
baby,
drinks.
the dude that got us in like also bought me a bottle. Like that's what we doing.
But was he a promoter or he like?
No, he a
had to-
scammer.
But see, you see,
we love
they
those.
There it is.
We love
There you
those.
have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
Yeah. Not the regular smugglers.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, just everything adds up, and like, I mean, yeah, you might have a guy who trick off, but it's like,
okay, period.
he doesn't expect anything, and then guess what? The guy who doesn't want to trick off still wins because he bought you and your homegirl's drink, but guess what? Nothing happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
to make sure we all know what trick off mean in 2022, that just means like spending money on you. Not,
Yeah. To
I know back in the day it
Tricking
meant
off
something
means-
different.
yeah. Tricking off means
it was
to
like
like-
the,
to like
the Nate
splurge.
on Set It Off
to like
when
splurge,
she was in the bind. Not that tricking off. Not I'm in the bind, Nate. Some other time. But yeah, buy us drinks or whatever. Me and my homegirls.
But yeah, so
your expectations. If you do that, that's on you. That's all I got to say.
yeah, so I guess all in all, I mean, yeah, you can buy drinks on there, but it won't yield you anything.
Exactly. Don't be
Yeah, don't be
don't
expecting
start
to win.
cursing nobody out because
Save
they
that
give
money
you
for
their
the date.
number or
Take me
whatever.
out to dinner.
Yeah, take me out to dinner. And
Give me some oysters, scallops.
Okay, so all right, so
Yeah, I want oysters, scallops.
All right, so let me even like expand that question.
Check.
How do we even get to dinner with you?
Okay, so for example,
From the club.
That's a great question.
Because
That's a great
I don't really
question.
go to clubs like that, but for
Okay.
example, last night we went out,
Okay.
and I went out with Bella, and we were supposed to actually just go to dinner, a very casual dinner. We went to dinner, and then we were like, let's not order dessert. Let's go get
next door and get
one
espresso martinis.
espresso martini. Yeah, fast forward, we had multiple flaming shots, espresso martinis. We had the works. And then we went to a third place. So at that third place, there was dancing, which we had a long conversation yesterday about how like dancing's not really a thing anymore, and we need to bring that back.
To certain people, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
because
like,
I don't
no.
dance.
And
I love to dance.
and like
I love to dance,
Yeah,
but
I
if
don't
I'm going
dance.
to dance, I know I'm about to put my sneakers on. I'm about to
Yeah.
be sweating.
And I don't like being danced on too. It just makes
okay,
you wrinkle.
and like
So anyways-
and like this is in like Boston.
We went out in
Yeah, you know, like when a
Okay,
like
Providence.
for guys, when a girl come up to
Hold
you,
on, okay.
like,
So
Okay, so
No,
we're
babe.
I'm at the bar.
Your cheap
ordering
blue
a drink,
denim's rubbing up on my white tee.
He can ask to buy me a drink, and then
that used to be
just
a thing
solo
back
for
in the
me
day.
a drink, and then he'll ask for my number. That's how we get to dinner. You get to chatting. You know automatically if you like somebody based off attraction, first of all, right? And then you get to know their personality. Then they take you to dinner, and you realize if you're compatible.
And then okay, so mind you said this is also in Providence, Rhode Island, right?
Yeah. But
Okay.
I do the same thing in Boston.
yeah, you know, Marcus be trying to make it seem like I'm ghetto. I'm really not. Like when you see, yeah.
It's not hard to get there. It's just, and then there's also all the apps. I'm not a fan of the apps. No.
Go ahead.
I'm not as much of a fan of the apps, but I do use them.
No, it was promoting gender identity and expression.
But that's what they say. Yeah, that's what they say.
All right, go ahead, Melissa. Go ahead.
Oh, so what I was saying is like either that or on the apps, right? And I'm not the biggest fan of the apps, but there's been a lot of success stories in of my friends around me. I haven't had as many success stories because I feel like everyone's a psychopath, but that I've at least encountered.
Okay.
And that's the perfect place for scammers. The dating app.
Tinder swindler.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh.
You have experience with that.
Yes, I do have.
Oh, somebody scammed you?
Oh, I wasn't scammed, but I dated a con
But she was
artist.
swindled.
Have y'all seen
Swindler?
Have y'all seen?
I didn't give this person any money. Let's
Have y'all
be
seen?
very
Okay.
Clear.
Okay, good. Right, because
they just spent a lot of money on me that was very unnecessary.
I'm
and
about
it
to say,
turned
'cause,
out that
And
they didn't
asked
have
you-
money.
have y'all seen Bad Vegan?
Yes,
haven't
loved
seen that
that.
yet.
So first of all, that the whole series was a bunch of nothing. I'm thinking
I think that
great.
girl did it to promote herself because I feel like she's gonna try to make money.
yes.
But she really tried to make herself seem like the
It
victim the whole
wasn't.
time.
It wasn't really like a elaborate story, to be honest.
No.
I thought it was great.
And I was like, oh, you
I mean-
evaded taxes and you stole from
Okay,
people you
I mean,
fundraised
look,
from.
guess what?
I
I know women who've done more for less,
yeah.
and like the fact that he was getting off on that, I'm thinking, okay,
But also, have you seen what
did
that
3
man
months.
looks like? Like
he looks like nothing.
Oh, don't tell me, guys. I still haven't watched that, and I want to.
Oh, the
Bad
man's
Vegan.
ugly.
Yeah. I mean, you should watch it.
I did see the Tinder Swindler though.
But I am so
I
into
loved
these
it.
scammer series. I've watched
I'm
all of them.
obsessed with Anna.
Yes.
When she was in that
Anna
cab and she gave the guy $100 and he was like, "Oh no, the hotel's right down the street." She was like, "That's to shut up." I was like,
All right.
"Yes, Anna."
But anyway, we are closing, so we were about so.
I'm gonna give you Instagram
Yeah,
videos.
Hold on,
the
wait,
Instagram.
Can you go get into my running for SGA president picture? Go down.
Anyway,
Other way.
that has nothing to do with the podcast.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Okay.
That one.
So you can follow me on Instagram at
skinny. Look
said
at those
by
cheekbones.
Melissa.
You should have said by Melissa.
Yep.
Spell it out.
Said the word said SAID.
Oh, see.
By BY.
See, y'all
and then
can't
Melissa
see on that picture.
MELISSA.
That's when my teeth was crooked and chipped. But yeah, no, my scammer. He got my teeth done.
Instagram.
Huh?
Yeah. Go ahead, CJ. Go give your
Yeah,
Instagram
crooked
/ Twitter or like wherever you can be found at.
Oh, we talked about too much. I can't let y'all know my real identity on here.
But I noticed it too, right?
Yeah, no. My little African, he got my teeth done.
Donald Trump.
No, you know that's the thing now. Over COVID time, everybody was trying to get them an African scammer.
There's a show now.
Yeah.
Young
Oh,
Rich
and
African.
I'm oh my God.
Oh, that's right. You're the one who posted him.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm obsessed with Swanky Jerry. Like obsessed.
What else would you like us to say?
I mean, that's pretty much it. Like, anybody else? Like any?
Michael's got to get his.
any last words before we wrap up?
Yeah, sure. I'll close it out.
We actually might have another episode on Sunday because I'm actually here till Monday. But yeah, we're in Boston, Beantown till Monday, so we might go out tonight.
Sir.
We might get lucky.
You'll have to keep
CJ, so
fans.
yeah, so like CJ might get snatched up. You never know.
Okay. Period.
Oh,
Look at him.
Yes, we were sickening. Me and my executive vice president. Yes.
Come on with the
No,
arms.
That's not her. Oh no, she would never get in a picture with him.
Yeah.
All right, anyway, we out. Until next time, we out.
Hold on.
Oh, go ahead, Marcus. What?
Yeah, I think my final words is I just hope everyone like finds what they're looking for and finds like
Whatever that means.
No, like fine, yeah, be happy. Whether that's with yourself,
If you see
or,
red flags,
with the
leave.
partner or both.
If you
know
see
what I
red
mean?
flags, leave, please.
Don't settle. You know what I mean?
Yes, don't.
Everyone deserves to feel just true happiness. You know what I mean? Like it's uncompromising. It's comfortable. You don't have to. You can just be your true self. You know what I mean? And they make you feel good about being your true self. You know
Have y'all ever been with someone who you actually like?
Me?
Just in general,
Yeah.
like
who you actually
What do you mean
like?
who you actually like?
Well, no, I mean, no,
I know
no,
exactly
no.
what you meant.
Yeah, okay.
We wasn't together,
Hello.
but I wanted to be together with him.
I mean, I'm just saying because a lot of times people be with people who they're not.
Well,
Period.
First thing is,
Oh, here we go.
sometimes people bring a different version of
Another
themselves.
third.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you got to be
No,
looking
but-
out for that because I always tell them,
Whoa.
okay, you doing this now?
I'm just
that means
speaking.
you got to continue.
Yeah.
I'm just
doing it.
speaking like
You can't stop.
you know, just like literally in general where you were with someone who you actually like and you're
Yeah,
okay
you like
to.
them when they're that
Yeah,
version.
like you're like okay with being yourself.
You
like
like
you don't
it,
have to
that
feel like
version.
you're walking on eggshells. You just.
But you have to.
Right.
Show for someone.
Yeah.
But the thing is, over time, and that's why time is important.
Because
Different things might be revealed.
people do change.
Yeah, or different things might be revealed because
And-
of different situations. And
Yes.
then you have to see, okay, so I saw that. I didn't like that. Is this going to be a pattern or whatever? And so you really have to take note of that and see if that's something you can live with or not.
Is that a deal
breaker, right?
Yeah.
What they
I'm
say in
trying
that
to think
Madea
about
movie?
what are my deal
When
breakers.
someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Maya
When
Angelou.
someone
I always say take people
shows
at
you
like face value,
they
especially
are.
nowadays.
believe
them.
The
That's
first
another
time.
thing. I'm not just like successful and funny and fabulous and all of that. I'm also funny.
Yeah.
Aren't I?
Y'all comment in the comments below. I want y'all to. Which one? What's y'all opinion of?
I got that from the
what's his
Tyler
name,
Perry
CJ? Put y'all comment of CJ in the comments below. I want to hear what y'all think about that.
Yeah, we are.
I'm like the person on reality show that always becomes the star. The first
The one that
season.
people like or
Yeah,
dislike.
it's like you like them, but you don't like them.
Did you watch
It's like
Love is
Nene.
Blind? Like that
I
guy?
did. Shake.
Shake.
Yeah.
The worst.
Love is
Yeah.
blind.
But he was low-key hilarious though.
He was
I don't
funny.
know if I've ever seen that.
So those watching on YouTube, just leave a comment below.
Wait, were we being recorded too?
No. It's like an audio.
Oh
just
my gosh,
audio,
imagine?
right? Oh,
So anyway, until next time, we out from Boston live from the what's the zip code 781 type
No,
shit?
we're 01905.
Wait, well,
He means
no.
area code.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, area code. There we go.
Yeah, because it's not even Boston. It's like
Yeah, this is Lynn.
Molasses, Massachusetts.
This is the
Cleveland, the city of sin.
this is the Latonia of Boston.
Yes, Latonia.
Are we good? We done?
But anyway, all right, we out. Peace.
That was
All
fun.
right, cool. This is fun.
I know, right?